The main mistake people do when searching for a remote job. I know that very well by experience, as I was searching for remote jobs in different moments of my life. I also worked as a recruiter, so I could see from the other side this mistake that candidates were doing every single day. Also, I talk often with job seekers who are searching for a remote job, so I understand what they are struggling with and I can easily identify the main mistakes they are doing. My name is Juliana Rabi. I am a recruiter turned career coach. After working for more than 15 years as a recruiter in different corporate companies, I dedicate myself today to help people to land remote jobs faster. This is my YouTube channel. You're very welcome here. And if you're not yet following me, please stop right now and subscribe to the channel because every week I share new videos related to remote jobs, but also to the use of LinkedIn, job interviews, resume, career change in general. So if you like those topics, make sure you subscribe to my channel right now. I will explain to you the main mistake people do when searching a remote job by telling you a story. So the story I'm going to tell you might seem not related to the mistake that people do when searching for a remote job, but stay with me because it's all going to make sense at the end. I'm a digital nomad, so I work and travel from anywhere in the world. I don't need to be in one office, so I can pretty much do my job from wherever I want. That's amazing because I have 100% flexibility to choose where I want to be for a certain period of time, but also it opens way too many possibilities, right? It can be overwhelming sometimes to be able to choose from anywhere in the world, pretty much. And I found myself getting stuck when deciding the next place I wanted to go. I was searching for my next destination and I started searching all the accommodations website, all the ones you have heard about. Also, I was checking the airplane tickets because I thought maybe if I find a good airplane ticket, a cheap one with a good connection, I can then buy the airplane ticket and then define the accommodation after that. Also, I was talking to friends who were also living a similar lifestyle to get ideas from where they suggest that I would go next. I was considering prices too, so a good price would make sense to me. At the end of the day, I have so many options that I got paralyzed. I didn't know what to choose, and I was spending a lot of time and energy searching for something that I don't even know actually what I was looking for, and I felt really, really stuck. When you have too many options, probably you're going to feel overwhelmed and not able to make a choice. That's what happened when you consider that you can choose anything out of there, but then you ended up not choosing anything, right? I don't know if it rings a bell to you, but that's exactly how I was feeling recently when searching for my accommodation. I started even feeling stupid because I thought, people are finding it. What is wrong with me? Why can't I find an accommodation? Should I just give up and take the first accommodation I see out there, even if I don't like it that much? Now, let's go back to the job search for remote jobs. Maybe you're feeling the same way. Everybody's talking about remote jobs, right? And a lot of people are actually landing remote jobs right now. But maybe it's not happening for you. And maybe you start feeling stuck, feeling stupid, feeling paralyzed with so many options out there, but you actually don't know what to look for. You don't know how to find something that suits you. And you feel exactly how I was feeling when searching for accommodation. Paralyzed, overwhelmed, and even feeling a bit stupid. Does it ring a bell to you? If you're searching for a remote job everywhere without any criterion or strategy, you won't find anything. And the reason you're doing that is because you think all remote jobs are the same. This is the biggest mistake that job seekers do when searching for a remote job. They assume that all remote jobs are the same, but they are not. Think again about my situation. Searching for a house in the mountains, in the countryside, is not the same as searching for a house in front of the beach. Yeah, but they're all houses. Well, yes, but that's pretty much the only thing in common. When you start thinking about the details, a house in the countryside is very different than a house by the beach. And the same thing happened with remote jobs. If we call everything out there just remote jobs, that's a very superficial way to understand the situation. You're touching just like the peak of the iceberg, but once you look carefully, there are way more details that you should be paying attention when searching for a remote job. If you keep thinking that all remote jobs are the same, you probably will get frustrated as soon as you land a remote job. I mean, if you land one, because you might get so lost in the process that you might never get there. Remote jobs can be very different one from another. You need to know before you start searching, what are you looking for? What will make you happy? And if this job you're searching for is aligned with your career plans. Just to give you some examples of how remote jobs can vary, remote jobs can have different working hours. So in some of them, for example, you have to work from 9 to 6 from Monday to Friday. In other remote jobs, you don't have a fixed schedule, so you can work anytime, whenever you feel like, as far as you meet your tasks. Some remote jobs, they are fully remote, and some of them are partially remote. So in some cases, you never have to go to the office at all. And in some cases, you might need to go every week, once or twice per week, or a few times per month. The flexibility regarding the location is also something that varies a lot from one remote job to the other one. In some cases, you can work from anywhere in the world. You are completely free to travel and work from anywhere as far as you do your job. In other cases, you need to be inside the same country. So you can change cities if you want. You can work from home all the time, from wherever you want, as far as you are within the same country. In other cases, some remote jobs will allow you to work in different places as far as you are in the same time zone. Those are just some examples for you to start understanding how complex it is and the variety of remotes out there. And I'm not even touching the kind of job itself, the tasks you're going to do, the sector you're going to work, the position level. So there are so many things out there to consider. So please stop saying that or thinking that all remote jobs are the same, because this is the main mistake job seekers do when searching for a remote job. Also, please stop thinking that any remote job is good for you as far as it is remote, right? No. By this time, you should understand that remote jobs change the criterion, the kind of work, the amount of hours, where you can work from. So all those things should be aligned with what you really want for your career. So now that you're going to stop thinking that all remote jobs are the same, here comes a few tips of what to do instead to improve your remote job search. Get clarity about what you want. Understand before you start the job search, what are you looking for? Define your criterion and your non-negotiable aspects when you find a new job. What do you really want to have? Which aspects of the job, of the flexibility, of the working hours, of the sector, of the kind of job itself you really, really want to keep, and which ones you can be a little bit more flexible about. Use a system or a process to help you to speed up your job search and achieve better results. By doing that, you're going to save time and energy, and you're going to find a good remote job for you faster. Are you also struggling with landing a remote job? I hope this video was helpful, and if you also know people who are searching for remote jobs, go ahead and share this video with them. Let me know in the comments your main takeaway from this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video.